Millennial Gaze.
Hey, what's good? What's good? What's good, everybody? It's your girl Made Money, and I got the homie
Other way.
Katie over here.
Every time.
I like your rent poster. Okay, I see you.
That's the movie poster, not
Mhm.
the musical one, but it still has most of the original cast.
Yeah,
Anyway,
that's
hey
awesome.
Jazzy.
Oh, we got Jazzy in the house. That's what's up. Yay.
I wish we could be streaming to you guys for better circumstances, but the world is crazy and free speech is at stake, and
At stake, I think we might be pretty like a few footsteps away from it being completely obliterated at this point.
but
I ain't gonna hold you.
we're still here. No one's banging down the door yet.
Yeah, they coming. Right, but yeah, that's how. Glad to see you too. This is a little bit of an impromptu thing. Our scheduling is a little still to be determined on like when you guys can expect us to go live. But again, this is our soft opening week. You should be. Thank you, Jazzy, for being nervous. That's the appropriate response.
Yeah.
I
I know
yeah.
for me, I just felt like this issue was too important to like wait until next Monday.
Yeah. So this was kind of a last minute put together episode. We got a lot to show you for today. For tonight, it's what 10 o'clock or something like that for
On
Katie.
the East Coast, yep.
Yeah, it's 7 for me. So a little late, little low energy, but it's important. So we want to be here. I'm gonna flip on a switch, Katie, a light switch. Because I feel like my lighting is gonna get dark on my ass real quick.
I'm gonna start the video and just explain.
Go ahead and start the video. I'm just gonna turn on the light, okay?
For those who don't know, Jimmy Kimmel got canceled. Hey, Dally Oops, what's up? Yeah, so Jimmy Kimmel got canceled and taken off the air. So let's just get into it.
And that breaking news here at 6 today, the future of the late night show Jimmy Kimmel Live is in jeopardy. Good evening once again, everyone. I'm Colleen Williams.
And I'm Michael Brownlee. ABC is preempting the show indefinitely because of comments he made following, I should say, the assassination of Charlie Kirk.
NBC4's Conan Nolan joins us live from the newsroom. Conan, that announcement is sending shockwaves through Hollywood tonight.
It is, Colleen, and it deserves a little bit of a backstory. Prior to the news conference on Tuesday that delineated the evidence against the assassin, the alleged assassin of Charlie Kirk, there was a narrative over the weekend that perhaps this man, Tyler Robinson, was actually a supporter of President Donald Trump. In fact, there were those who believed he was part of the ultra-right wing who considered Charlie Kirk to be too liberal, that he was too accommodating to political moderates and leftists.
People are crazy.
That turned out not to be the case. But in between that wording on the internet and what happened on Tuesday with the announcement of the evidence, it appears that Jimmy Kimmel bought into what was being said online. And that led to the monologue that is in dispute on Monday night.
The controversy stemmed from this joke during Monday night's monologue on the Jimmy Kimmel Live show taped on Hollywood Boulevard. It regarded not slain political activist Charlie Kirk, but Tyler Robinson, the 22-year-old man accused in Kirk's murder.
We hit some new lows over the weekend with the MAGA gang desperately trying to characterize this kid who murdered Charlie Kirk as anything other than one of them and doing everything they can to score political points from it. You can see how hard the president is taking this.
My condolences on the loss of your friend Charlie Kirk. May I ask, sir, personally, how are you holding up over the last day and a half, sir?
I think very good. And by the way, right there, you see all the trucks? They've just started construction of the new ballroom for the White House.
Yes. He's at the fourth stage of grief, construction.
The day following the monologue, prosecutors and
okay, so that wasn't even, first of all, anything, like nothing to yank off the air worthy.
At all.
I mean,
he said like way worse things about Trump and people than that was like soft and easy going, in my opinion.
Right? And so this is just causing a lot of controversy everywhere. One of
Mhm.
the things that's really getting to me is like every guild. So I'm for those of you who don't know, I'm a professional musician. So, when it comes to stuff with like the arts and acting and music, there's all of these different unions and guilds. Like there's SAG, there's the Writers Guild, there is the Musicians Union, and all of these guys are literally speaking out for Jimmy. So like here's just some of the stuff. So SAG-AFTRA condemns the suspension of Jimmy Kimmel Live. Our society depends on freedom of expression, suppression of free speech, and retaliation for those speaking out on a significant issue of public concern run counter to the fundamental rights we all rely on. Democracy thrives when diverse points of views are expressed. The decision to suspend
Sorry.
airing Jimmy Kimmel Live is the type of suppression and retaliation that endangers everyone's freedoms, and that they stand with Jimmy. And
Well,
then,
that's good. We do like to hear that.
yeah, just a couple other ones I have. I won't read all of them, but this is like from the uh, American Federation of Musicians in the United States and Canada, not just United States. Just
Mhm.
basically saying the same thing, which, like, it's pretty big if like the musicians union speaks out. And then this last one I got here is from the Writers Guild. And for those of you who don't know, like Jimmy Kimmel is one of those people that employs like hundreds of employees.
Yeah.
So the fact that
Yeah.
like they took his stuff off the air, it doesn't just affect
him.
it doesn't just affect him. It affects all of the writers. It affects the musicians in his band. It affects like producers and their families and like everything else regarding the show. Like people don't realize that. They just think, "Oh, we're just going to cancel this one guy." And
Mhm.
yeah, Jimmy's rich, but the more I like looked into him, he's actually a pretty good dude. Like
Yeah.
he works with a children's hospital. He does a lot of charity work. And so this isn't screwing over him. It's screwing up all of these amazing everyday people that make his show great. And
Yeah,
so
no, you're absolutely right. I've been watching Jimmy Kimmel for a few years. My ex-husband really liked like all the late night shows. So we would record them and just watch all of them. And yeah, he's always been like a really cool dude. Like you could tell that his staff and the people that work with him really fucks with him. So like this is good people from what my observations. With Stephen Colbert, honestly. Like
well, I love too that like all of the late night hosts have such a like camaraderie together about all of this, and you've seen
yeah,
that it's all over. Like Jon Stewart usually hosts the Daily Show on Mondays, but he's hosting tonight probably to address this.
yeah.
Because I watch his podcast, which is the weekly show, and I guess he filmed his episode before all this happened.
Okay.
So, but
So
yeah,
you know
so
what? Thanks for pointing that out, and for our viewers as well, because I didn't know that Jon Stewart was gonna um do something special. So that's cool. I'm
yeah,
actually
he does that every once in a while.
out. I have
Um,
that recorded.
so then I've just got some other just support of different Congress people and actors. And so Adam Schiff, he is one of the senators from California. So, of course, he will obviously have something to say.
Go
But
ahead and read that one.
yeah, so Kimmel, Colbert, suits against the New York Times, Wall Street Journal, and 60 Minutes, extorting settlements from CBS, ABC, and others, blocking the AP, Associated Press, access to the White House. This administration is responsible for the most blatant attacks on the free press in American history. What will be left of the First Amendment when he's done?
No, nothing. And that's what I was saying. Me and Katie were talking about this right before the episode. Like, we are maybe like a stone's throw away from not having a First Amendment anymore.
I
Like
have.
straight up. Like I'm not even being like trying to fear monger or nothing. I'm being so
No.
fucking real with y'all, bro. Like we are going to lose our First Amendment right like tomorrow or the next day or a week from now. Like that's
Yeah.
how close I feel like we are gonna lose like a lot of fucking rights like soon.
Yeah. And we
So
got Bernie, and then this is just a bunch of like actors and stuff. So Rosie's backing him up. And then we got Henry Winkler,
Jazzy.
who old freaking Mehdi Hassan. Silly Jimmy Kimmel. He should have just called for all homeless people to be killed and he'd still have a job. Oof. That's a shot
That
at
is
that
so
Fox.
sick. The fact that we are living in this reality where that is what we're talking, that we even have to have this conversation right now is fucking sick. And what
Yeah.
Jazzy is saying right here is exactly right. Like well, it already has gotten violent, obviously, but yeah, I mean, like, or how about this? Why don't we end this now by arresting these motherfucking people? All these people that have committed treason against our fucking country need to be arrested and held accountable and shut down. His entire administration, every single fucking one of them need to be investigated, charge them for whatever crime they committed because they're all fucking criminals, and be done with this shit.
And
To
then
do that, I don't think it's rocket science, but whatever.
Cory Booker, who loves to say stuff and still support Israel and the genocide, but I digress.
Yeah, let's get into our first video.
All right, I hit.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's next.
Okay.
All right, let's listen to my favorite ladies.
And you guys, it is far worse than the mainstream media is letting on. This is coercion. This is coordination with the oligarchy and this fascist regime that is headed up by an incompetent idiot, a total moron. Lock in, buckle up, buttercups. We cannot lose our country and our right to free speech, to free expression. And we cannot lose our comedians because a demented 80-year-old man who lies about his height, lies about his weight, has to wear a shit ton of makeup, the biggest fraud on the planet. We're going to lose our country to that. This is fascism. This is not cancel culture. What happened to Jimmy Kimmel will continue and continue and continue. They are moving the goalposts and they will not stop. They don't give a shit about the Constitution. They don't give a shit about inflation. They don't give a shit about any of the people that voted for them. David from right.
So,
She
for
cursing more
that,
than I
I have
do.
to say, for that little rant.
Nice.
Yeah. Like, I love her. And this is what we were saying earlier, kind of. No. There we go.
Yep.
Common sense. We are about in the middle.
Yep.
I saw this. Somebody shared this earlier, but yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and read this for let me zoom
Yeah,
in.
so create a first one is
I'll read it.
Okay.
All right, so common steps in the fascist playbook, and there's some arrows for people that are just listening. Create a unifying nationalist myth. That's number one.
The election was stolen.
Undermine democratic institutions. Glorify a strongman leader. Number 3. Control or co-opt the media. Divide society through scapegoating. Undermine the rule of law. Okay,
Which
it
is
has a big red mark saying we are here. I don't know why the fuck we are on the fascism lesson list, but okay. Maybe we shouldn't just be on the list at all. We could try that. Militarize society and encourage violence.
We're getting there.
I would say we already here. Suppress civil liberties and dissent. I think we're there too. I think we need to move this little red dot. Actually, consolidate power through the rigged or eliminated elections. Actually, we can check that one off. Align with powerful institutions, religion, business, and military. Actually, we could go ahead and check that one out too. Destroy pluralism and promote uniformity. I don't think we quite gotten there yet, but
so I think
we pretty far on this fucking list.
So I think that just to justify where the you are here, it's like the total completion of each step, and I don't think we're at the total completion of the rule of law one, because we have to remember that Trump is a taco.
Yeah.
And I bet they're going to find a way to get Jimmy Kimmel back, because without him having to, first of all, apologize, and second, make it nation to Turning Point.
Yeah.
Like that's what they want him to do.
What the fuck? I wish he would. I swear to God, I'll find him and I'll slap the shit out of him because he must have lost his goddamn mind if he contributes a cent to anything with these fucking fascists.
Yeah,
I will not fuck with him if he does that.
I don't think he won't.
He's not gonna do that.
No.
But I'll make sure to call him a bitch to his face if I ever see him, if he does. But you know.
Yeah.
No, don't apologize and don't. It's just I would quit. I'd just be like, fuck it. You know what?
I agree.
I'll just take all your money because people are gonna boycott your ass anyway. So
I agree, Jazzy. She says people aren't going to go willingly, and we're not. But I think I saw, maybe it's on this video. We'll keep watching our lovely ladies at iHip.
Okay, yeah, let's keep going because they do bring up some really great points here.
Yeah.
All credit goes to everybody that we're showing, and please watch the full videos if you ever have time because they're really great. Yeah.
And make a donation to Turning Point USA.
What I just said.
That's what they're demanding. That's how empowered and emboldened these fascists are. It is jaw-dropping that they are mainstreaming a racist, that these right-wingers are showing us we believe in every single racist, sexist, and homophobic word that Charlie Kirk said, and you have to suck it. That's what they're saying to us. We believe it. We like everything he said. We support everything he said, and we are mainstreaming everything he said because they can't hold two truths at the same time. On the left, I can say Charlie Kirk's violent death upset me. I don't want to see anybody in this country, because far too many people have, including kindergartners and others, shot with a gun in public in the United States of America. While at the same time, I'm not going to go down the road of revisionist history that Charlie Kirk is some great activist. He was a racist, an unapologetic one at that. But Sinclair is saying, listen up, suck it, America. We like him. We're going to remember his racism. We're going to remember all the shit. And Jimmy Kimmel, they're saying, you have to bend the knee to this racist. This is fascism. This is beyond cancel culture. Sinclair Media, shame on you. But thank you for showing me exactly who you are and exactly what you think of marginalized people in this country. And thank you so much for making it so clear and evident that you are the oppressor and you are pissed off that during Obama or Biden you couldn't brazenly oppress, and now you have a green light to do it. Thank you. Well noted. I'm glad to know where you stand on these issues.
I love Jen. She is like, if I ever actually can have a conversation with her, I will give her the biggest virtual hug. Like, oh my gosh, she's spot on. She is spot on. I think you're muted. Maybe not. Maybe my headphones.
Yeah. No, that was me. Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, no, we need the gens of the world for show up in here. Can we get like 10 more of those? That would be great. I love Pumps too. Pumps is great.
Oh yeah.
I love her as well. Actually, sometimes I like her like they have their episodes and I'm like, oh, I just love them both so much. I really do.
Yeah, they just did a recent, because they do like their if you guys don't know the iHip ladies, they do shows on Tuesdays and Thursdays, like actual episodes, and then they do news stuff like 3 or 4 times throughout the day. And on their last full show, they interviewed David Hogg, who I think was the former vice chair of the DNC, and they basically forced him out because he basically said, we got to get rid of these old people. And it was a really good episode. It was really good. And if you don't know who David Hogg is, he is one of the kids that got together to try to stop the gun violence after the Parkland shooting in Florida. He was, so it's, and look at that. That was 2017, and gun violence hasn't changed one bit. It's just it's gotten worse.
Oh, geez. I mean, you're spot on too, Katie. Let's go ahead and go to the next. Let's just rat-a-tat-tat it off. You feel me?
Oh God.
The left wanted to make comedy illegal, you know? Like you can't make fun of anything. So there's like comedy sucks. It's like nothing's funny. You can't make fun of anything.
No, you
it's
suck.
Like, legalize comedy. Yeah.
He look like he hires.
Legalize
So this is the
comedy.
danger of these right-wing politicians and these right-wing agitators. They will say things that get clipped, that put out there, that people who don't micromanage the news cycle like all of us in this silo right here do, they get sucked into it. And then they go back to their life and they're not super political. And so all of these promises are made to them. But next up, I want to go over just the facts. Straight up facts about the Jimmy Kimmel situation. Put this up. Let's make sure this is from Adam Cochran. Let's make sure everyone understands the facts with Kimmel, as the right is trying to paint this as at-will termination. Nexstar, the parent company of Kimmel's show, is seeking FCC approval for a merger. Kimmel made comments about Trump on Monday night, months after Trump openly said he wanted to get Kimmel fired next. Reporting is that Trump had the FCC lean on Nexstar over these comments. Apparently, they expressly used the line, "We can do this the easy way or the hard way." Multiple executives at the network have on background said they had no issue with Kimmel's statements, but the Trump threat loomed, referring to the merger. This was not a network dissatisfied with Kimmel. This was not a network embarrassed or horrified by what Kimmel said. This was not a network that thought he was unfunny or underperforming. This was not a company freely choosing to fire an employee. This was expressly the federal government weaponizing federal departments in retribution for someone being critical of the president. This is literally what the First Amendment exists for. It does not protect you from private actions by private entities. It protects you from the actions by the government to censor your speech, whether brazen and direct or through coercion and threat. This is not about if Kimmel was offensive or not. This is about speech. And I want to say this. I believe with everything in me that the people that support Trump, I think it's around 30%. We have the numbers. 70% of Americans do not want to see comedians fired. They don't want this Christian white nationalist bullshit. They don't want to have to micromanage the news. I think the cult does. The cult wants this. Laura Loomer saying she slept on it. She wants a dictator. A lot of Trump people, our friends, the good liars, go and tour. They say, yes, we think Trump should be a dictator. I think the numbers of people that like the American life and like the free speech is far, far more. And that's why the propaganda machine is working overtime, flooding the zone right now. I hope you're right.
Yeah. So one of the videos I saw of something earlier, maybe it was another one of their videos. They were talking about like, I would love to just be blind to this. Cause like, there's some people, you just watch them like driving down the street, just doing their thing. They don't know what's going on. And they're just living like willy-nilly, like it's no big deal. There's a part of me that so wishes I could be that, but I also don't want to just wake up one day and completely live in a fascist dictatorship. So, I mean,
yeah.
But hey, that's just me.
Yeah. Yeah. That's because you're an educated person with sense, we may not be no genius of the world, but, just basic regular human shit. You know what I mean?
Yes,
basic regular ass education. We don't need anything like a whole ass degree or nothing to figure this shit out.
I've got 2 degrees, but they're in music. They don't got nothing to do with this. Like,
yeah,
a lot of this is just like.
But I'm highly educated. Like, I still just go to school for fun. College is free for me out here, so I just go.
There you go. But but I'm like one of the scariest things. One of the things Meg is scared of the most. Oh, an educated woman. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, not the women.
The women. They're going crazy. They're reading books and shit.
The girls are fighting. The
I
girls
was
are going
reading in a
wild.
bar the other day, and someone was like, "Oh wow, like I don't see people read ever anymore." I'm like, that is terrible.
Right?
That's fucking terrible.
I love reading. I still do.
I do too.
Mom,
That's
if
like
you're
one of
watching
my
this,
favorite things to do.
Mom, if you're watching this, I still like to read. She might be watching. But anyway, like,
But yeah,
one of the things that they said too is we have to realize that there are more of us than there are of them. Because I think Jen is exactly right on that. Like it's maybe 30% of the population, and there'll be times when, like, you know, we see it in the wild. You don't see it in the wild as much as you do online, but online you have to remember that they can rig stuff. They can rig all of these crazy algorithms. Because sometimes I'll be on YouTube and I'll get like Tim Pool on my channel, and I'm like, no. Or
right.
like those crazy, those crazy guys that the one time had like their hair in tinfoil or whatever. The tinfoil hat guys.
Oh
Like,
God, the flagrant people. I
yeah,
think that's what it's
like
called.
no.
Yeah, man. I mean, sorry. You know what? Sorry about the blunt, but forgive me. I need something to do and enjoy myself with, and I love weed while we're under a fascist fucking authoritarian regime. You know what I mean? Like, enjoy the little things in life because this shit is crazy. We'll get there because we're gonna keep going into this, right? Katie, what's next?
Isn't that one of the rules of Zombieland? Enjoy the little things.
Yeah, I think so.
Yep,
Yeah.
I think it's one of the the last rules. Oh,
yeah.
Somehow forgot to put my screen back on. Okay. My bad. I'm still kind of getting used to this. All right. Roland Martin.
Oh yeah.
They're kissing his butt. They hire a right-wing ombudsman who has no experience whatsoever in media. What NBC is doing. And so this is about, listen, the Washington Post has capitulated. You've got them firing people. They just fired Karen Attia. Opinion writer. They have no black columnists left on their opinion page. All of these media people are running scared because Donald Trump is using the authority of the federal government to bring
Can you
these.
pause it real quick?
And
there's no black columnist at the Washington Post anymore.
Yep.
Not one.
Yeah, no.
That is a fucking problem, you guys. What the fuck? So now only white people get to do the news now?
Well, she was on Don Lemon this morning, and he was interviewing her. And as they were having an interview, I guess Barack Obama tweeted or shared something about her from like I think it was the New York Times, just saying like how unfair this is and just like this is crazy. Y'all got to wake up, all that stuff. And so it was, and she was like overwhelmed because she's like, Obama and I didn't really get along, but it's nice he supports me, and that's what we need. Yeah, you could hear it in her voice that like she was in shock for sure. And I also love
So I hope people take care of her in her community and stuff.
I think
you
they
know
will.
what I mean? Because that's so fucked up, man. But like, don't let these people bother you. You don't want to be a part of no people that do shit like that anyway. That's what really. Anytime I've been fired for some unjust shit, which has happened multiple times, I just be like, I don't want to be around y'all anyway. Fuck it. Like, I don't need to be here with you if that's what you like to do. Fuck that. So whatever. You don't deserve someone like me if you're a trash human being. Fuck off. Thank you for firing me. Deuce. You know?
Jazzy brings up a really good point here. That, you know, that's awesome that you're going to get back into painting, but during periods like this, it does cause artists to create, you know, that happens a lot throughout the wars because, you know, creative expression is something that a lot of us will use to help get our anxieties and our fears out. Like one of the things for me that's been really helpful right now is to just like kind of disassociate from all this. Is I'm getting ready to start directing my favorite musical of all time. And so like I had callbacks for auditions last night, and it was like 4 hours, but I don't think I've ever felt that light and like happy, just not worrying about political stuff and being surrounded by all these amazing vocalists and theater people. And it's really important to get in touch with your artistic side at a
Totally.
time like this. So
Yeah, I'm waiting for my studio so that I can really like bust down and just throw up hella art. Like I got these 3
pull a Hunter
canvases that I'm
Biden.
about to pull up.
Pull a Hunter Biden. Just start painting.
Oh yeah, totally. Painting, making earrings again. Like, you know, once I get the space to really just like get into it, I'm so excited. Anyway,
All right.
let's roll on.
So roll on.
Thank you for being
Now
here.
see
Like,
this here with one of his biggest critics in Jimmy Kimmel. And this comes on after CBS announced they're canceling his other big critic, Stephen Colbert, and his show.
Roland, this is the reason why I made the comment that I made during the last segment about you having a telethon or some extended special show really documenting and really showing how the consolidation of the news, how the impact with this administration is really culling down sources of information, how people are receiving information, and the increase of censorship. If people are saying something that the almighty ruler doesn't particularly care for, because people need someone to be able to walk them through what's happening. The reason why it's important for independent journalism and independent journalists like yourself and this type of platform to walk people through this is because we know in traditional media right now they are scared. They absolutely would not do it. It's not that they can't do it. It's they will not do it because of how media is being consolidated and the particular folks who are behind some of the consolidation in media. They're dancing to this administration's beat. And so,
okay, so here's my question, and you and I kind of talked about this earlier. What the hell does Trump have on all of these people? Like all of these media people and all of these, like there has to be, they were all at the Diddy parties or the Epstein parties or the, well, who knows?
I'm
but then, like,
sure it's a combination of a few things, Katie.
But like, what?
I think, you know, with the Diddy parties and stuff, sure. But I think it's these people are just cowards and they don't really care about anybody else beyond their money. And so it's like they're spineless people. There's something really sick with these people. I mean, they're all weird and unstable.
The thing that gets me is like it's so many of them, and yeah, there's a couple that are kind of like going off a little bit, like Marjorie Taylor Greene with the victims, but it's still like, how much of your soul did you have to sell, and how stupid are you to not realize that you're gonna get caught up in this too?
Yeah, it's
and that's
and that's why we need to really expedite holding these people accountable. I think they all just need to be arrested for treason.
I know that I think the House oversight
like some Nuremberg trial shit.
But tape it on live TV like OJ. Anyway.
For sure.
But I saw that the House oversight is already getting the FCC guy in and like the top officials at ABC out or something, just to be like, no, this isn't happening. Which it's like, okay, cool, but like how often do these people actually listen to the law? Because like this shit is literally illegal and they just don't care, and the Supreme Court is in his pocket.
Damn. Yeah, that's what it feels. Yeah. Like there's like nothing in there. They're not human. Like these people are fucking sick, dude. Like for real. Like scary, just like icky, like not from this world type shit, you know?
I guess it's just I guess it's just for me.
I be wanting to burn sage and shit after I watch some of these people. What were you saying? Sorry,
I guess for me it's just hard because like I'm an empath at heart and like I feel everything for everybody, and so it's like how can you not feel anything? Like, I didn't see the videos myself, but I just heard stories and it made me want to cringe. Like, apparently there were literal videos of children in Gaza with like their intestines hanging out of their bodies recently from attacks.
Sheesh.
And like people just with limbs barely hanging on. And this country is partially responsible for that. And you mean to tell me that these people feel absolutely nothing? Like what?
That's not human, dude. It's not. You
And
know,
like
like
even
people. It's scary. People that don't feel anything. Like when they try to unalive themselves. Like they a lot of times people like will harm themselves to try to feel things before they get to that point of wanting to not be here anymore. That but and it's not human to not feel things, for real. It's scary shit, I'll tell you that. These people are fucking scary, but they're a bunch of bitches too. Just
right, like they're so they the thing that I think is going to get them in the end is the fact that they are such whiny bitches. And that they are
gonna be their own people.
And that they are triggered by everything.
Sorry, let me let this
cat in. Yeah, I mean they are triggered by absolutely everything. And like these are the people that are against, like, I think it was a Latina Snow White and like just all of this other crap. But they're the ones then that turn around and are like, oh, but free speech. And then when free speech happens, it's like, nope, shutting that off.
Yeah. It's yeah, chilling. What we got next? There are a lot of really great points in this Roland Martin video.
So I got the next one.
Yeah.
Sure. Okay.
And happy Thursday night. We chilling. This is a vibe night, man. I hope everybody's comfortable.
Of right-wing conspiracy theorist Benny Johnson. Listen.
There's actions that we can take on licensed broadcasters, and frankly, I think that it's really sort of past time that a lot of these licensed broadcasters themselves push back on Comcast and Disney and say, listen, we are going to preempt. We are not going to run Kimmel anymore until you straighten this out, because we licensed broadcaster are running the possibility of fines or license revocation from the FCC if we continue to run content that ends up being a pattern of news distortion. So I think, again, Disney needs to see some change here, but the individual licensed stations that are taking their content, it's time for them to step up and say, this, garbage, to the extent that that's what comes down the pipe in the future.
No, you are
isn't
garbage.
Something that we think serves the needs of our local communities. But this sort of status quo is obviously not acceptable where we are.
Square here on the freaking Benny Johnson. Oh my God, he's such a mark.
Didn't he take like hundreds of thousands of dollars from Russia or something?
He's one of them people. Yes, that we were just talking about.
And literally, all these people do. The one on the right, yes, Jazzy. The one on the right, literally, that's the FCC chair, and he also wrote like the whole free speech section of Project 2025.
Yeah,
like that's some Handmaid's Tale bullshit. But like everything he's saying, like, oh, we need to stop all the garbage and stuff. Then go.
Then please take yourself out.
Yeah.
Go to the landfill. Don't even recycle, because don't compost. Landfill. Actually, maybe we can launch you into space. No, I don't want to dirty up space with you. I don't know. We'll figure out how to take you out the garbage.
It'd be hard. It'd be hard for him to come back if he went out to space, though.
Yeah. It's big.
Carr
there.
says nothing about right-wing lies ever. Now I need everybody to understand what this was, Andrew. This was Carr threatening ABC, threatening the local stations, and they buckled. Oh, we're taking him off the air for an indefinite period of time. Now, not apology, This ain't even Brian Kilmeade who said, let's kill the homeless. And he gave his half-hearted apology. He was back on the air the next day. No, this is Donald Trump and MAGA forcing big media, mainstream media, to bend the knee and to bow down to him.
Yeah, and it is very, very scary to see somebody that's been such a pillar of comedy in Jimmy Kimmel fired because of the comments that he made during a show that is loosely supposed to be satire. And,
I've seen this clip, like that clip, a bunch of times.
Mhm.
And it's like, what did he say? It wasn't like,
you know what? He goes into it actually in our next
yeah, I'm
video.
gonna fast forward, but
Mhm.
let's just hear what they have to say.
And with the MAGA gang desperately trying to characterize this kid who murdered Charlie Kirk as anything other than one of them, and doing everything they can to score political points from it. In between the finger pointing, there was grieving. On Friday, the White House flew the flags at half staff, which got some criticism. But on a human level, you can see how hard the president is taking this.
My condolences on the loss of your friend Charlie Kirk. May I ask, sir, personally, how are you holding up over the last day and a half, sir?
I think very good. And by the way, right there, you see all the trucks. They just started construction of the new ballroom for the White House, which is something they've been trying to get, as you know, for about 150 years. And it's going to be a beauty.
No.
Yes. He's at the fourth stage of grief, construction. Demolition. Construction.
Good joke.
This is not how an adult grieves the murder of somebody called a friend. This is
Re-rack that. I want y'all to understand.
Okay, this is where
this is why they're mad at him. I want y'all to understand. It literally lasted 3 seconds. So before I go to Raven, play it again. I want y'all to listen to this here, because to understand why the right is so angry and they call for his head. Listen to this.
We hit some new lows over the weekend with the MAGA gang desperately trying to characterize this kid who murdered Charlie Kirk as anything other than one of them, and doing everything they can to score.
That's it.
Yeah,
that was it.
Like,
trying to desperately characterize him as anyone other than them. So,
yep.
It's not like they said, "Hey, Jimmy, go on the air and correct what you said." Nope. Now, here's the other problem here, y'all. We don't know nothing about him. The reporting so far, you can't necessarily believe what you're hearing.
Yep.
That's what's so crazy, Raven.
Yep.
The right is so hardcore. No, leftists, not one of us. So what they did was they knew, and this is the thing that people understand. They knew the Achilles heel of ABC, NBC, CBS, those are federal licenses. Raven, for the people who don't know, the reason Brendan Carr can't go after CNN or Fox News or MSNBC is because those are cable networks. And the FCC has no jurisdiction over cable networks, but they do broadcast licenses.
Now we know. But yeah, like,
yeah, I didn't know that, but I'm glad that was able to share that. That clarified a few things for me. So I hope that helped our viewers here. Dalios and Jazzy, thanks for being here.
Statistics don't lie. Maybe the people that put out the statistics lie, especially now, because we know they're not right. And he's right. He's saying, we can't even believe what our ears are hearing, because look at who's in charge of the FBI.
Oh, geez. Look at those text messages from
like cockeyed Kash Patel.
Right.
Every time he speaks, it's like I feel dumber.
That was a good one, Katie. Damn, why you fucking freaking see his ass like that? Damn.
Because he's so incompetent. And I saw
fried him.
Oh my God. Like, I could do a better job than him. and I don't know shit about the FBI, but at least I would try and not act like a puppet whose head is so far up Trump's ass.
We're gonna do a short
Like-
recording about some that hearing that he had.
Oh my
That's
God.
gonna be a whole nother video.
Yeah, but like, I just and the FBI didn't even do anything to even help
no at all. Like, oh jeez,
And
I can't stand having to like deal with people that don't live on the same fucking planet or in reality.
Well, he's also the person that literally wrote a children's book about Trump being the king, and everybody was so mean to the king.
It was weird as fuck. Like Hillary Clinton was like a villain and some shit like that.
And it's got like Hillary as a villain, and I think Biden's in there, and the DOJ, and like all these.
That's bizarre.
It's out there.
These people are fucking weird, man.
And then we got one more of Roland.
All right, yeah, I like what
concerning
she
for the
had
state
to
of our
say.
democracy.
And also, you can actually make a mistake and you come back and correct it. But I need people to understand. I need people to understand where the right state of mind is right now. This is Texas Congressman Troy Nils.
Oh God.
Today.
Oh God.
On Capitol Hill. Y'all, this is not AI. This was actually stated on Capitol Hill.
Charlie Kirk was a man of faith. First and foremost, he loved his Lord Jesus. He loved his family. Beautiful wife, beautiful children. Just a remarkable, honorable man that was silenced with this assassin's bullet. I would say if Charlie Kirk lived in the biblical times, he'd have been the 13th disciple.
No, I can't. Shut the fuck up. I don't care if he was a man of faith. If you have hate in your heart, Jesus would not have hung out with you. He would have told you to go fix yourself, because this is such bullshit.
What is he talking about, bro?
This is literally
This is
like
in the damn chamber at a damn
Jazzy 100%. Like, this is full on blasphemy. Do these people not know that Jesus was a poor man and he was with the poor and the common? Like, he did not hang out with these suits who think that they rule the world.
Honestly, and we need to stop calling them white people. Maybe we should start calling them pink and orange people, because what the fuck is going on? Red people. What the fuck?
How do these I said this before sometime else. I don't care what religion you are. If you have faith in God, I grew up Catholic, like, great. That's not the point. The point is he has hate in his heart and he would spew it. And half the time he might not have even believed what he was saying. And yet he spewed it constantly. His own hate and his own words led to what happened to him.
Let him finish. Let him finish. Let this go on a little longer. This shit hella funny. The reaction.
He'd have been the 13th disciple.
No.
Just watch. Just keep going. It's crazy.
Yes, thank you. Yes.
He also wouldn't have become a conservative star, because if he had been one of the disciples sitting on the teachings of Jesus, he would not have had the opinions that he had. But I played that just so people can understand the state of mind of where these folks are. So it is no shock at all that they have now claimed, oh, we got another one. Y'all, this is their mission. They do not support free speech. They support them talking and the rest of us shutting up.
Yeah. So
I mean, he's right. I really like that video. All the links will be in the description below. They're not there right now. I will make sure that they are.
Oh my God.
Yeah. It's pretty fucking, it's pretty bad, you guys. I can't even, I can't even hold y'all. I love y'all, man. When you love somebody, you just gotta keep it 100.
Oh,
We are in some fucked up shit. Okay, I love y'all, but for real, this is some fucked up shit. It's not good. This is bad, you guys. I don't know what to tell you. And if we don't start acting like it's bad, then I don't. All right. I don't say my money didn't fucking tell you. Do not say that I didn't tell y'all. Don't listen to the tarot reader. Don't listen to the tarot reader. You know what I mean?
absolutely, Jazzy. Absolutely. Because the second that, like, God forbid, literally, if, like, Jesus came down, first of all, they'd deport him, and then they wouldn't believe him because he's not white. And then they'd be like, no, that's not the God I know. Like, these would be the people that would immediately turn the other cheek. And the cock would crow 7,000 times because there's so many of them.
Right.
Like, this is just... I can't.
It's crazy. What's next?
Our friend Lucas.
Our friend Lucas. This is fun.
Yeah, I like this. All right, come on. There we go.
One word, fascism. Oh my goodness. So I'm sure many of you guys are aware that the country is going under some changes, some fundamental changes, and free speech it's no longer free. So I want to get this out before they come and get me. I just think it's a bit hypocritical that you can have, Kill Meat on Fox News who talks about lethally injecting the homeless people, okay?
Yep.
Just kill them is what he says. And then a couple of days later, you have a homeless encampment that's shot up. Nothing. Mum's a word. Nobody says anything. Kill Me makes an apology, and everything goes back to its regular programming. He doesn't get fired. And then you have, I can hear them. They're close. And then you have like Kimmel, who is literally a comedian, who makes a soft joke, right? Comments on who he believes the person is associated with when it comes to MAGA, which MAGA has definitely been trying to put it off on trans. You had people trying to put it off on black people, blaming Obama and whatnot. This is what's going on right now. And now Kimmel's no longer here, and he's been asked. I don't know if you guys have heard this. I don't know if you guys are. He's been asked to make a donation. Okay, that's correct. To make a donation to Charlie Kirk and to TPUSA, thus proving my point that this is all a big grift. This is all about the money. Goes back to Lyndon B. Johnson quote that I've been warning people for all this time. Oh, they're here. Hello. Welcome. There has been some false reporting in the news. Fake news. Fake. Today, we will dispel some of those rumors that have been negatively targeted against our leader, our very strong leader, Donald Trump. Praise Donald Trump. There has been a person, comedian, Jimmy Kimmel, bad man, very bad, who has been saying very mean things, very hurtful things against Donald Trump's friend, Charlie Kirk. Yay, Charlie Kirk. Good guy, good guy. People say what happened is violation of freedom of speech. No. Donald Trump, praise Donald Trump, has worked very hard to protect our freedom of speech. Freedom of speech for good people like Charlie Kirk. Yay, Charlie Kirk. Good guy, good guy. Freedom of speech, not for bad people like Jimmy Kimmel. Bad, very bad. Because you say not nice things about Charlie Kirk, who is nice, good guy, that's not going to end well for you. That's very bad. So I want to tell people that our leader, Donald Trump, praise Donald Trump, is very strong, very powerful, in good shape loves everybody, and he wants to fight for freedom of speech. Bad people like Jimmy Kimmel, bad, do not want freedom of speech. Jimmy Kimmel want to say mean things about good people. No, not here in USA or US of Trump. Praise Donald Trump. So I hope this clarifies any fake news out there. Fake news not good. Fake news very bad. Donald Trump, praise Donald Trump, has said we should go after other bad people. Presidents say that he's going to protect freedom of speech by going after other bad people.
Crazy.
Like Seth Meyers.
Bad
man. Very bad.
Hey,
And
can you
other
rewind it to
bad
that,
people.
Yeah, I got it. Yeah, when he said like Kimmel's next. Yeah.
Yeah, you know, he meant that shit.
No. Yeah, I
don't know why we don't believe the fuck what he gonna do what he say.
So worse ratings than Colbert. So Colbert is so bad that he won an Emmy, but isn't winning an Emmy good? But wait, if it's in Trump's America, maybe winning an Emmy is bad for Trump. So then that they're all oh my God, my brain. How does QAnon do it? I can't.
Let me read it for y'all.
Yeah.
Great news for America. The ratings challenge Jimmy Kimmel's show is capital canceled. Congratulations to ABC for finally having the courage to do what had to be done. Kimmel had capital zero talent and the worst ratings than ever, even Colbert, if that's possible. That leaves Jimmy and Seth, two total losers at fake news NBC. The ratings are also horrible. Do it, NBC. President DJT.
That's a good impression, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
Saturday Night Live is coming back on the air soon, and you know they're going to cancel that. They're going to cancel that. Or they're going to try to.
Yep.
I should say. But, like, yeah, we thought you guys would like that one. That one gives you a little giggle.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah.
But
that's pretty much where we're at. Oh, this guy. So this guy says it. I love it. I couldn't find him on TikTok. So there's a lady in the video. She seems nice. But
how many times have these same individuals, when a young black person, a young brown person passes, when they're unalived unjustly, when they're abused, when any community that's non-white is abused and oppressed in this country, how many times have they looked down? Oh, another one of them died. Oh, well, back to work. Who cares? How many times have they gaslit, trolled? How many times have they done this? But the moment it's them, all of a sudden they can't take it. Oh, you guys are making fun of his. You guys need to feel compassionate, empathetic. You guys need to care. He had so what? Did he consider everybody else's family when he was disrespecting everybody else's community? We talking about a grade A piece of shit. I don't give a damn about you motherfucking, all you white folks on these social media apps talking about, oh man, I met him. He was a nice guy. Oh, well, he just liked to debate. Oh, well, it's just a conversation. Oh, well, it's okay. You didn't have to agree with everything. It's not about the fact that he debates. There is right and wrong. There is right and wrong. Everything that we say, black folks, Hispanic folks, Native Americans, everything that we say that sounds like disrespect to white people, it is in response to the disrespect that we have received since day one in this motherfucking corrupt ass country. The truth of the matter is you white folks is hypocrites. You're contradictory hypocrites. You like to poke and prod the damn bear, and the moment it's you, now you complaining, now you're Karens. You're trying to find out, oh, well, he didn't feel empathetic towards his death, so now I'm gonna find a way to find out where he worked and get him fired. Man, look, you are soft. All of you sitting up here, you mad because anybody non-white that don't feel empathetic or compassionate about this man's unaliving. Yeah, motherfucker, what the fuck you expect? He built an entire career off disrespecting people of color, off of disrespecting melanated people, being homophobic. Again, this is common sense. 1 + 1 still equal 2, right? There is right and wrong. You cannot dictate someone's response to your disrespect. That is where white folks fail over and over and over again. If you have not done nothing to me and I now come and disrespect you and smack you in your face, I cannot now then say, oh, well, you can't smack me back. You're wrong if you smack me back. This is why I think all you motherfucking moon demons, you motherfuckers is really remedial and slow and special educated, because it doesn't make sense how you can sit up here and take your tragedy, something you consider a tragedy, while I'm celebrating. You know, we smoking packs over here. We doing all of that. I don't care how you feel about it. Your tragedy, and then you turn it into a situation that it ain't. You're sending bomb threats to HBCUs for what? But okay, let's go there. If you have an HBCU in your city and you are black, brown, you are not a racist, you better do something. This is not the time for the kumbaya. This is not the time for the motherfucking cease and desist. This is not the time for you to just, well, I got to go to work. No, fuck that. You better not sit up here and let black and brown people suffer for some white on white bullshit ass crime. I don't care if I have to make a video every fucking day. I don't care if I have to show up to every HBCU myself and drive to these motherfuckers. It better be you motherfuckers out there. We have to protect each other. Do you not see what's going on here? It is clear as day. They looking for a reason to put your ass back in chains. They looking for a reason to bring back slavery. They looking for a reason for all you non-racist white folks that claim to not be with the Klan and all that type of shit. Stop trying to convince us that you're not with the Klan. Go do something about the portion of your community that contributes to all this bullshit. Stop talking to us. I don't want to hear your 10,000 reasons as to why we should unite together with white folks. No, that has never done anything for us, but get us exactly where we are, more divided than we've ever been.
You motherfuckers want a war?
Oh God, I don't even want to know. But that one,
Yeah.
but yeah, like hold on.
I'm sorry, he just laid that shit down.
But yeah,
thank you
like-
for the applause. I thought you guys might enjoy that. I mean,
Well, like,
that's some real shit.
Did they even really report about like the HBCUs
Not really.
getting on
no.
lockdown? Because most of them were like on total lockdown for like 2 days, no classes.
Yeah, we don't even really know what the
refused,
hell happened with
like,
that.
No going anywhere. It was like they called in bomb threats in a lot of them. And then there was also the one where that
You got to really dig deep into like and research what happened, because it was not talked about at all.
yeah, and then you also
And
have
I-
those.
dude, he
you
was
also-
fiery.
Oh no, I was here for it.
Yeah.
I was like, what was it? Moon demons?
Yeah, yeah.
I think that's what I'm gonna call evil white people from now on.
Yeah,
Just,
that's a great one. Yeah.
you moon demons, and they'll be like, what?
Yeah, that's what but hey, we just circle right back around to what we were talking about earlier. That's how I put these shows together, because everything connects to what we're trying to like have, cultivate at the end of each time we come together,
And something that like white people, not all white people, but a lot of white people have to realize that they are parts of the problem. They really do. Because you cannot fix a problem if you can't identify it. And of all the people that love to play victim and all the people I've met in my life,
And
white
it's
people love to
really
melt
hard
that
to
the
get
most.
through them. It's really hard to get through to them. There's just like this, I understand why you don't want to be involved with people like that. But like, if you got people in your family and shit like that, you should be held accountable for, making sure that the people that are close to you aren't hurting other people and shit. Like, stop that. Cut that shit the fuck out. Nobody is trying to do that. Why is that what you want to do? Don't raise your children to be like that. It's weird.
That's what scares me too, because we're going through all of this now. And a lot of these adults have kids. And what do they see?
Right.
Because I think, we still don't know a lot about the shooter. But from what evidence I've seen, just like his family were gun nuts and they were right wing, and he either had a partner or a roommate who was trans, and he was bi. The shooter was bi. So maybe he got tired of Charlie Kirk. And I'm not saying that he's on one side or the other, but like, hate just leads to more hate.
Yeah.
And we have to stop that. And, if there's people that are like, maybe this is kind of fishy and stuff, I'll welcome you with open arms, but I'm still going to hold you accountable at the end of the day.
Thank you. I think accountability is one of the key words here. And that's really all it takes. It's not rocket science. Like, just hold people accountable for what the fuck they do. That's all we have to do. Like, why wasn't Trump held accountable for all the shit that he did? Why? We could have been done with this shit a long ass time ago. Why are we not doing that?
And
Put
maybe
them in jail where they should fucking be and get on with it. What the fuck? Like a regular ass society. You don't even gotta be a good society. We can still be like fucked up like how we were, but it ain't this. Like, put the people that belong in jail and call it a fucking day.
So
Sheesh.
So I saw this today on one of the I've had it full shows from this week, and because Jazzy's comment made me think of it. There's a new law, I think, in Japan where adults can get charged with child abuse if they force religious ideation on their children.
Ooh.
Like religious extremes.
I like that.
Again,
we might need to adopt that when this is all
And
said
again,
done.
I'm not saying religion is bad. I know a lot of great people who are very, very religious.
But you can't force
And
that shit on nobody.
You can't force it, but there's also these extremes. There's so many extremes that people will take. And in my view, just from my life experience, what I've seen over the years, religion at the end of the day should be about love and acceptance.
Yeah.
And not, well, this person is this, so they should go to hell, or this person is that.
Yeah.
You're not put on this earth to judge other people.
Mm-hmm.
And that whole idea and mindset, it has to stop.
It does. It's dangerous. I mean, like, again, we always bring her up, Jenna. I really would like to get her on the show one time. But like, she grew up in a religious indoctrination.
Pumps on I've Had It was like that too.
Yeah. So yep. You're right. So that shit does something. It fucks people up, and it just like creates trauma that just kind of becomes generational and shit. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
Anywho, is there anything else?
One more video.
All right.
And I like this guy a lot. Sorry. His name is Kyle, and he has a show called Secular Talk, and it's great.
Sweet.
Oh.
This is against the criminal RICO, because they should be put in jail. What they're doing to this country is really subversive.
He just said he's looking into charging the pro-peace protesters, the anti-war protesters, with a criminal RICO charge for chanting in front of him. No, I'm sorry. We have never in our lives seen anybody more hostile to free speech than this bloated war criminal buffoon. That is the definition of First Amendment protected speech. I'm not harming anybody. I'm not being violent. I'm not swinging. I'm not shooting. I'm using my words and saying, I disagree with this, right? I'm against free Palestine. I'm against the genocide in Israel. You're the Hitler of our time. Why do you keep bombing people? Why do you keep bombing Venezuela, right? And you want to hit them with a fucking RICO charge? No, okay, I'm sorry. You guys know that this is the biggest pet peeve of mine, but I mean it from the bottom of my heart. Any fucking bullshit right-wing commentator or fake left-wing commentator who pretended that Trump is the pro-free speech candidate or the anti-war candidate, you truly need to shut the fuck up forever. I never want to hear from you ever again about anything because you were so wrong and all the evidence was already there. And now he's put this bitch on steroids, dog. A RICO case against peaceful protesters who were chanting. Oh my God. Oh my God, bro. So Code Pink, he wants to lock up Code Pink. Now, at the same time this is going on, J.D. Vance was giving a speech, and he said on Trump's strikes on Venezuelan boats, and by the way, I'm going to do a separate segment on this in a little bit, but yes, they illegally attacked another Venezuelan boat. That's what they did. Totally illegal, totally unconstitutional. There's no declaration of war. There's no threat, no nothing. and they're blowing up these boats. So JD Vance is joking around and he comments on that and he says, I wouldn't go fishing right now in that area of the world. As Aaron here says, get it? The joke is that we might kill some totally innocent people. Ha ha ha. That's funny, right?
I cannot stand JD Vance.
I really like it. He's cooking right now.
Oh no, he's funny, but I'll fast forward to like the.
No, let him cook. I'm fine.
But I am just so sick of JD Vance. I don't even know.
He's so whack, bro. He is just like.
Also, the one I just noticed this.
He is just mayonnaise sandwich.
So I think this is on Twitter, and I'm looking at one of the trends. York County, that was here. There was a shooting. Shocker.
Oh, jeez.
They had to like close down a school.
Of course. Well,
school's on lockdown. I think there was a police officer injured too. It's like, when is this gonna stop? But that's trending on Twitter. But that was in Pennsylvania today.
This shit is crazy.
These people are disgusting. These people are loathsome. These people are fucking freaks. These people have a fucking bloodlust, bro. That's what we're looking at. All right, ready? Also, at the same time, this is a quote from Bezalel Smotrich, the finance minister in Israel. Gaza is a real estate bonanza, says Israeli finance minister Bezalel Smotrich. We are discussing with the United States how to divide percentages of the land. In other words, yes, we're finishing the genocide. We're finishing the ethnic cleansing. We're stealing all of the land in Gaza. And now a lot of people are ready to spend a lot of money to get that prime real estate. And Israel and the U.S. are deciding, how exactly are we going to divvy up this land that we just illegally stole after wiping out generations and families and babies and toddlers and innocents and women? Openly talking about this. And let me repeat, Trump wants to charge somebody with a fucking RICO case for chanting Free Palestine, for saying Trump is the Hitler of our time. Well, that's exactly what the fuck you are. You're arming a genocide. You're funding a genocide. You blessed the genocide. You said, go ahead, kill as many as you want. And you're out there, by the way, the other day, what was he doing? Saying, Hamas with their human shields, as they're literally implementing the final solution. Worst bombing spree we've seen since the beginning of the genocide. They were hearing it all throughout Israel. It was just one gigantic bomb going off after another in the middle of Gaza City, trying to finish the genocide, finish the ethnic cleansing, blowing up every high-rise building, countless people caught under the rubble, countless children showing up with their fucking intestines falling out at the hospital. And he's saying, oh, if you're against that, I'm going to lock you up. If you're against that, I'm going to hit you with the fucking RICO charge.
So for those of you who don't know, a RICO charge involves prosecution under the Racketeering, Influence, and Corrupt Organizations Act, a federal law designed to combat organized crime by targeting ongoing criminal enterprises. And he wants to charge these Code Pink brave women for going to the restaurant he was in and saying, oh God, what was it? It was like
free Palestine.
It was free Gaza, free Palestine. Trump is the Hitler of our time.
Yeah.
And that's all they did. And they chanted it. Just chanted it.
They didn't hurt nobody.
No.
They were, when they were removed, they left.
And that's what he wants to charge them with. And these penalties can include lengthy prison sentences, significant fines, and forfeit of assets. Like for chanting. Chanting.
Some fucked up shit, man.
I'm just saying. Like,
if we can't talk no more, I'm telling you, we are like literally a week away from being locked up for saying some shit.
Oh God. This fucking guy. For those of you who don't know, it's Todd Blanche, the same guy who went and chatted with Ghislaine Maxwell for like 9 hours about nothing.
United States. I mean, they were just shouting basically in his vicinity.
I love Caitlin Collins.
Repeat what you just said. I mean, honestly, so you're asking whether there's damage done by 4 individuals screaming and yelling at the president of our United States while he's trying to have dinner.
I'm sorry. We might have to wrap it up, dog. This whole national experiment, it's crashing and burning so fucking hard. I don't recognize this country anymore.
For real.
I don't. You know, this is what we were taught growing up, is that one of the things that made this country great is that we have a constitution. We're a nation of laws.
Preach.
And one of the things we believe in is freedom of speech. It's the First Amendment, free speech, freedom of religion, freedom of the press.
The first one, by the way.
And here he is acting like,
under we
how
the people.
dare you? I mean, they were screaming near the president, making it seem like, well, of course, the king can decide to behead the servants if they step out of line and if they're too rude or obnoxious within his presence. Duh. He's acting shocked. He's acting apoplectic at the question, like, how dare you insist it might be okay to protest around the president? Of course it's not. I'm sorry, man. We need new Nuremberg trials.
Yes.
We really do. So many of the people.
Let's go.
So many of these people need to be locked up. They need to be charged, arrested, locked up for destroying every principle this country used to hold dear.
For real.
The fucking rampant corruption that we're seeing, the destruction of freedom of speech, the illegal and offensive wars. I mean, this is out of this world. The fucking concentration camps being set up and blowing off court orders. Look at what we're talking about. The year is 2025. And I'm doing a segment explaining how anti-war protesters who just chanted, that's all they did. Trump is trying to hit him with a RICO charge, and you got the deputy attorney general trying to justify and rationalize hitting them with a RICO charge.
That can't be a serious question. That cannot be a serious question. I mean, it's true that there's a difference between
People can
shouting
protest the
and committing
president.
an assassination,
There are supporters
which is
outside
what
as
happened
well.
to Charlie. Well, it depends. There's nothing wrong with peaceful protests, and nobody has ever said so.
In the midst of a segment where his whole point.
These people are such whiny bitches. Well, Caitlin Collins is like, oh, but nobody was hurt. Oh, but they yelled at him. Oh, no. Like, did you see it? Have you seen the video of them protesting?
Yeah.
You
I've seen
them
that
like
one.
flick them off, like, oh, just like they're not. You really think they're gonna listen to you, bro?
Dude, it's
why?
No, and the severity of like what he was saying there is how I've been trying to talk for. I mean, since the beginning of this, since before even the election, like during the election for sure, I was like on my own channel trying to fucking like scream exactly what is happening right now is going to happen. And like literally, it's so frustrating to be yelling at people, like trying to damn near have to shake them.
Yeah.
To get them to understand. Like, I don't want us to have to find out the hardest way fucking possible that we are in some dangerous fucking shit, bro.
There was this one tweet from, or I don't know if it was a tweet or something from today that somebody had said about Germany. Let me find it. Okay. If you're not horrified by ABC's suspension of Jimmy Kimmel, you would have definitely been a fan of late 1930s Germany. Like, it's again that poem of like, first they came for these, I didn't speak up. First they came for these, I didn't speak up.
Yeah.
It's what's gonna happen. I don't care who you are.
Yeah.
You could be white, brown, pink, orange, yellow. They're coming.
Yeah.
You have to stand together.
It needs to be stopped. It just needs to be stopped. These people need to be put in jail. We ain't gotta murder them. We could just follow regular ass laws that we used to follow and put them in jail for crimes that they committed and go on about our day. It's not
the thing
fucking
is,
rocket science, people.
They don't realize too how this is just being such a mockery of the judicial system and crime in this country, because now like people think they could just get away with anything because I mean the president has 34 felonies, so Who cares?
Yeah. I don't know. Was that the last one?
Yeah.
All right.
We've
Well,
been here for a
hey,
while, so
that was a good episode. What say you?
cancel your Disney Plus, Hulu.
Oh yeah, I don't
subscription.
have those ones. I have somebody
Although
else's password.
I do find it
I don't really
ironic.
use it that much, but
I do find it ironic that The Handmaid's Tale is on Hulu.
yeah.
So
for
maybe
sure.
watch that before you cancel it.
Yeah.
Or at least read the book, because reading is fun too.
Oh yeah, read it.
Read the book.
That I actually might do. I just finished the book I was reading. It was a romance novel.
What was it? I think today earlier on Facebook, let me find it. I posted a photo from the show. And I don't usually like to use a lot of like cursing and stuff on my Facebook, but I made an exception. Let me find it. There it is. It says, "Rise up, fight for your freedom." And then as she is screaming, about to be hung, "Don't let the bastards grind you down."
Yep.
And that's the main character. This June from The Handmaid's Tale.
So you spoiled. She got hung at the end.
That doesn't mean anything. Trust me.
Oh, okay.
It doesn't mean shit. That show. That show. It makes your heart just go all over the place. But yeah. I guess my last final thoughts is do what you can to speak out, whether it's stuff like this. And even if it's just like you feel like you might not be doing much by just being aware, that's still something. Talk to people. And you know that you can't force people to listen, but there are still people out there who don't know that things aren't the truth.
Yeah.
So just try to be, patient and just explain. It is very draining. I agree. It is very draining. This is all very draining.
Yeah.
We're still not, this isn't the end. And we've still got stuff. All of us have had some stuff that has come out of this. Like I've met May through this, and I've met the lovely people at We the People through this.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm hoping that once this is over or on its way out, like
we met Don Lemon through this.
Yeah. And that, it can just, these friendships will still stay. Even after all that horrible stuff will pass.
Yeah. That's a very nice way to put it.
I still have some hope that this can pass. But we can't just let it happen.
Mm-hmm.
So,
and
even if you live in a state like mine where all of my reps are useless, that doesn't stop me from emailing and signing petitions and speaking out. So
yeah, no, actually you lead me right into something that I wrote out today. You guys know I have my thing about having hope. You know what I mean? And like I wrote down, hope does not help put out a fire. When you're in a burning building, you can't hope that the fire goes out. We gotta do something. This has to stop. For real. Then after we put out the fire, then we can start having some hope.
Then we can start rebuilding together.
But I can't be hoping for the fire to go out when I'm standing in it burning to death. Okay, so I'm just being straight up.
I think when it comes to that, when you said about the building, we have to find those who are still fanning the flames and get them to stop.
Exactly. Yeah.
So, but this was a fun episode. I'm glad it still worked out. Just everybody take care of yourselves. Find some artistic spaces and stuff to get your mind off of things when it becomes too heavy. Because we're all human. We all need breaks.
Totally.
So, and when you need a place to hear people like us just curse out everything that's going on, we'll be here.
Yeah, and I just wanted to say for just like for our next few episodes, how you were mentioned your politicians are like not great. I wanted to talk about how actually Oakland's politicians are like doing big things. One of my friends, Jay Nani, is out in Washington D.C. with Barbara Lee. So I'll share some of that with you. I'm hoping I have Jay Nani's number. Maybe I can get her to come on. We can talk a little bit more positive about things that are good going on, maybe one episode. And then I also we're going to do a Kash Patel hearing one, or at least drop that in for y'all too, just for some things to look forward to. We don't have a set schedule quite yet, but
We'll still do Monday.
we do have our Mondays as well, though.
And I'm going to be on We the People tomorrow, kind of talking about the same thing we did tonight.
For sure. So let's go ahead and close out. Thank you for being here. Be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and share our Monday show when like really like bring people in and fill up our chat so we can have some conversations.
More the merrier.
Yeah, it's fun when we have a lot of people hanging out with us. So anyway, tired. I'm going to rest. I have an early morning.
Me too.
I have professional development, but
Well, I don't have an
so
early
glad
morning.
we did this show. It was worth it. I'm gonna sleep good tonight. Everybody have a good one. All right, keep it gangster.